Good evening. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your metal market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for Monday evening. We are at the 29th of September, 2025, 5:55 p.m. Central Time. So let's take a look at what you have coming on tomorrow. Redbook weekly retail sales for the week ending September 20th will be coming out at 7:55. Kay Shiller, the 20 metro home prices for July. Now remember, that's July, not August. We know we've seen things since July, but that doesn't show you August, doesn't show you September that we're entering right now. So you got to go back in your mind to think what that was back at that time. The September Chicago PMI data will be coming out this morning, tomorrow morning at 8:45. The Conference Board's U.S. Consumer Confidence Index will come out at 9 o'clock. Now, remember, we've just seen consumer confidence fall a little bit on the different categories. Let's see what the index does. Now the JOLTS report, that'll be an important report. The job opening and labor turnover survey data for August 25th, well, that'll be coming out Tuesday at 9 o'clock. We had 7.181 jobs being offered. Now we got to find out if we can beat that or we come in under it. And that'll give you an idea how labor is looking. USDA September small grain production report at 11 o'clock. President Trump this afternoon with Prime Minister Netanyahu came out, I said it wrong, Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel came out, and Hamas has been given a peace treaty, also an ultimatum. Take the deal in 72 hours or call it a day, and Israel's going in with the U.S. blessing. And I didn't use the word, President Trump did, annihilation. We'll see. Get ready for the government shutdown. That's going to probably hit tomorrow, midnight, Tuesday night. As you get into Wednesday morning, you'll hear the layoffs and so on. I'm guessing we won't get a jobs report come Friday and so on. The two sides in a press conferences that right after they met, the President Trump and the heads of Congress met, they seem so far apart and so many worlds apart. There's no reality to them getting anything done. But I think that's by design. And what it comes down to is everybody wants their clip time for the upcoming, next round of elections. And that's how these things work. Could it delay for a while? It could. It's not the first time we've seen this. We've had numbers of them. The world doesn't end. Social Security goes out. But you stop getting a lot of economic data from the government, and you've got to start winging it, and the game changes a little bit as that goes on. Got it? All right. So as we step in, today gold caught bids during the day because of this. Yes, it's pushing the $3,900 an ounce area. 4,000 certainly a potential target. Silver market got up over the $47 mark, selling off a little bit, copper stabilizing, and the platinum $16.36. So these markets look good. The dollar slipped a little bit, but in the evening trade, the dollar's getting a bid again. As you can see, most of the currencies are down a fraction. Bonds and notes, they'll probably get something of a bid as traders get nervous and investors do, and they go, I don't like this government shutdown, where are we? Bitcoin, I don't know if you're aware of it, had like a $5,000 rally today. A huge amount of a rally came into it. Energy markets starting to slip back. The word is that OPEC this month is going to increase production again. What they don't tell you is that the member states are only producing between 50 and 75% of current allocations as a whole group. So you can increase all you want, but where's the rest of the oil coming, and what do you do with that? That's one of the things you got to look at. So let's take a look and see where we're at this point. In the gold market, if you just keep it going, you can see how the market's just been tearing to the upside. Sorry that I left that cursor there, but we'll just continue on. The market's got higher highs, higher lows. You see that crystal clear with the swing line, and the market keep going up. The market's staying over the 18-day average, which is over the green, which is the 100-day average, which is over the 200. And the market today is again, and it's been doing this, challenging the upper Bollinger Band, and when it does so, it gets thrown back a little bit. It's not staying over it, it's running against it, and that's a bullish situation because what it does is it gets the slow stochastic, and I have it circled because you lost it one day, of embedding. Embedding means that both these numbers are over 80. And you lost that with one of the numbers losing it back here about 4 days ago, but the very next day it got it back. That's called a bear trap. And when that happens, what the market often does, and I just want to use that word often, is it will come back and bite you. And what it tries to do then is rise to the closest Bollinger Band, which if it's bullish, it'd be the top one, or a closest moving average above the market. And this is what that market did on that. Market got down here, closed at 78.99. That's called losing the band. It got it right back the very next day, and then you're looking for the Bollinger Band to be hit, which is exactly where you're at right now. The next thing is the gold-silver ratio, which has fallen back. And as you can see today, and I'm talking Monday, you had the best gain in the whole market. So we'll see what goes on here. Don't quite know. In sense of what I told you a long time ago, I thought silver would gain on gold, and it's most certainly done that. And in the silver market, you did get up and over the upper Bollinger Band, and you've been that way a couple of days in a row, I think several of them. And now we're going to probably see some pressure to pull back into that band. It does not mean that the trend is over. You have the fully embedded reading at work. Until that's lost, you're in a bull trend. The copper market's pushing on the upper Bollinger Band higher, but overbought and into the key 200-day average. I think the pros are going to take money off the table here and just say, enough, I'll wait and see on pullbacks what I want to do. That would be the guess that I have for you. Platinum market, the same thing. Notice how the market's been running to the upside. So the metals have all been running. They're fearful of inflation. They're fearful of the government shutdown. There's still an 89% probability of a Fed cut in October. I mean, that's a big number. So the markets are building this all in. In the dollar index, we've rallied from the lower band to the upper band, and now we're slipping back. I think you look for support at 97.23.5, and you don't want to see the market get much under. In fact, you don't want to see it under the 96.83.5 zone. Market still looks like it's trying to move itself higher, not lower. Now, I cover all this and a lot more in my research. And in my research, I put out 2 newsletters a day, Monday through Thursday, one over the weekend as well, one Friday morning as well. And in that, I cover buy here, sell there. This is what I'm seeing in the market. Here's what I'm preparing you for. And I do prepare you. I get you ready for what I think is the next event. It could be in anything. Tonight I'm covering oil, for example, in a lot of detail. And I covered that, other things in the morning. And I give you the ideas. What's coming? I covered over the weekend Iran and how the sanctions are going to go back on them, and they are now back on them, and where they're at. So it's interesting because it comes to play in all the futures. How do you get it? You go to iraepstein.com and just go up to the word research, and you'll see all my research is right there. You can move your cursor up here, and this will take you as well with it. The icon is right over here for the YouTube. Give that a click, and that'll take you to the website. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great evening. I'll catch up with you in the other videos tonight, or see you first thing in the morning. Take care.